How is it going, everybody? Scott the MassNERDerer here with another episode of Nerd Talk Be Advised. Today our special guest is FakeThriller of SHuSTYBANG, and we're going to be talking about gun reviews, which is, you know, the trademark of SHuSTYBANG, I think. I think if you watch gun reviews on YouTube for Battlefield 3, you've seen one of their videos. We're going to be talking a little bit about those and things there. We're also going to be talking about Medal of Honor Warfighter, and if it's no good, what are we all going to be doing? So we're definitely going to want your opinion in the chat and what you guys are going to be doing. And then a little funny segment we have third for 1 million subscribers. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but we'll get there. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can click on any of our faces to go to our YouTube channels. You can check the description to find those as well. And if you want to skip to any topic, just click down there on the topic bar. And from our chat, I want to say thanks for coming to Crazy Cookies, Aggie, LD Scott. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, but I'm
Why do you keep doing this?
Hi. Jack, Polygon Wizard, Nova X Dragon, Maintenance Guy. Oh, welcome, Maintenance Guy. I don't think I've seen you before. Sir Blank.
Is he like a MOBA?
MassNERDerer. Yeah. No, I don't think he's a bot. He's asking where we went. We're back. B Seagull, El Nino Nick, and I think that's everyone in the refresh here. Oh, Dunkusaurus. And 101. Oh, Brady. All right, that's it. If you come after that,
cut it off.
Alrighty.
I don't think he butchered anybody that time.
I didn't have that one. Oh, True Tactics. He snuck in. No more. All right. Hey, so I appreciate all you. You guys know our hosts here. Like I said, our guests, and we have the puppy and culprit. MrTimeItself is in the chat, but he didn't hop on today because we're actually gonna try to keep it to 4 people max. So when we have a guest, one of us will sit out. But anyway, let's first welcome FakeThriller. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
If you guys have seen, they have their own podcast they do on their YouTube channel. So, Chris, if you want to say anything about your YouTube channel, your podcast, your whatever.
Well, the podcast is a bloody mess. It's something that
Is that the title?
Yeah, it should be, because it's started and stopped. It's like version 3 or 4 right now, because it's been like the brainchild of me and Snoop for a while, but due to schedule, I mean, as you guys know, scheduling 4+ people on a weekly basis is never easy. So we just booted it up again, and this time it's me and Snoop, and we have Ipona, and in the works our projected regular cast. But you never know. Week to week it might change. So.
And then just another little intro before we jump into our topics, just because, and I haven't asked you about this, but you tweeted out your personal YouTube channel the other day. I
have been, so for those who may not know, me and Snoo603 share the SHuSTYBANG channel. We sort of both contribute to it, but we've built an audience on Battlefield, and I like to play a lot of different games, and I like to do the Let's Play style videos.
Yeah.
And I want to start posting on there again. So I did a channel page refresh where I redid the background, and I'm starting to upload there again. So I just tweeted it out. And mostly I use the second channel because Let's Plays are very intrusive on people's sub boxes and stuff. I don't like to shove 4 videos a day down people's throats who subscribe for Battlefield or like regular commentaries and stuff. So. Hoping to get that thing going again, but it's tough because you gotta, like, I can't just play crappy games. I gotta wait for the good games to come out.
It's true. It's not as easy. But
I kind of went all summer without posting anything, but I'm hoping to get back into it.
Well, good luck with that. I'm sure people will come over. You got a huge fan base on SHuSTYBANG, and some of them will like Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we'll try to jump right into our topics unless anyone else has anything they want to say. Any
Nothing
business?
right now.
No,
Let's get into this.
Is that a Machinima headset? That's from Jex for you, Thriller? I think it's just a Triton.
No, it's a Triton.
Yeah.
Triton's AX720. It's like $130 at Best Buy, but it's a very good headset.
All right, so we're going to jump into our topic, and you guys know if you're in the chat and you want to get our attention, a lot of you are already doing it, but you put the @ symbol at Nerd Talk, at one of our names, whatever, and it'll sort of stand out for us a little easier. And we definitely try to contribute to the topics as much as you can, and we'll try to point them out when we see them. So, talking about gun reviews, this is something actually in our podcast it's come up a few times, and that's just like there's some controversy over it. People are complaining like, oh my god, only thing people post are gun reviews, and then people complained, who needs gun reviews this late into the game? And we figured, it's been sort of tossed around in our chat. It'd be a great time to have, when I think of gun reviews, I think of SHuSTYBANG. So we figured it'd be great to hear your thoughts on there and sort of discuss it and your opinions there.
Gun reviews are easy, but at the same time, they're tough to do because, first of all, they're easy to make in the sense of you have a defined topic. It can be nice and short, and you're talking about something that's almost factual. Like the gun has statistics. It's either good or bad. You can get gameplay with that, and you can create a video for it. The problem is what you're saying is true. There's a lot of videos out there that focus around weapon reviews and the nitty-gritty stats and all that stuff. And frankly, if somebody watches one weapon review, they don't necessarily need to watch 2 or 3 other reviews on the same weapon. And I guess you could get technical and say there's a difference between weapon reviews and weapon guides. And
okay.
I mean, it's a technicality, really, but it all depends on how you present it and everything. And then there's an offshoot that In the Works does where he compares 2 weapons, and that's kind of different, but kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
The simple fact is there's only so many topics of discussion for games. So.
Just before I let anyone else chime in, just my 2 thoughts or my 2 cents here. I'll come up with more eventually, but it's an interesting dynamic, I think, whereas there's so many people do gun reviews, gun guides, and all these different gun videos. But then yet at the same time, some of them get so many views, so it's sort of like, can you hate on something that people want to watch? It's sort of, that's where I go back and forth.
Right, and that's the thing is that's what we're all doing here at the end of the day. We're all making videos about Battlefield, so people who like Battlefield can watch Battlefield. It's kind of like a big ring around the rosy kind of a thing. Because you could really complain about any topic, like, oh my god, you guys are talking about what, TDM, like the game type TDM, like
TDM strategies.
Yeah. But I don't know. Sorry, my camera's moving.
No, you're fine.
I think another thing with the gun reviews is they're easy to emulate. So people who want to start making videos, they could struggle with talking about deeper topics.
Yeah.
And the fact is, it's core Battlefield. It doesn't have much to do with opinions for the most part. It's talking about a defined subject. So it's easier for people to emulate weapon reviews if they're trying to get into the YouTube video game and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very template-based, basically.
Yeah.
And that's honestly where I feel like that's the biggest problem with my personal disagreement with weapon reviews. All right, now, Fake, that honestly, like, that's what got me into your channel. When I first met you guys, I subbed to your channels because of the weapon reviews back when the game was new.
Yep.
And I'll still watch the ones that you guys do now, the updates and all that. But honestly, some of the guys in the chat or whatever watching the video may not know, I do video moderation over the BFO site, and with how many weapon reviews roll through, and you can tell a lot of them are people that are just starting out or people trying to make a name for themselves and things like that, because it does get the views that it does. The quality there is just so bad. As much as it's supposed to be like this base template, it ends up just being somebody just spitting numbers at you over and over. These are the stats, this is, the attachments that you should use. And after a while, there's, to me, it doesn't bring anything new to the table. And that's one of the big things that I always hear. You want to get big in YouTube, bring something new to the table.
Right, and I agree. That you can lose my attention real quick with a weapon review if you start. If you go to simthic.com and start reading all the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I hate too.
It's like, okay, yes, let me memorize the recoil pattern and stuff like that. And me and Snoop sort of we tried to get a balance of that because, frankly, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of all those.
Yeah.
Those numbers and stuff like that. It's more or less we just throw it up and say how we feel with it. And if you go back to some of our early ones, we kind of fumbled a little bit because we let our feelings sort of sway how we felt about some weapons, and like the best one is Snoov ripped on the AEK, saying that he just didn't click with the gun, and that like he was met with torches and pitchforks for that.
See, that's why I can never do it.
Yeah, and then the same thing with the AN94. We just said it wasn't the best all around, but people like freaked out about it. So it's an interesting thing to balance opinion and just like pure battlefield fact and everything too.
Well, I think that's another good selling point, though, as far as getting video views, though, because anytime you can be controversial, regardless of what the issue is, you're going to get more views off of it, just because people will return and they'll have their friends come and be like, all right, help me argue this point or whatever. So, you know, if you throw in some opinion that somebody doesn't agree with, you know, that to me.
But at the same time, you can't flush your credibility down the toilet by saying, like I don't know, that you're better off running a pistol than primary or something.
Yeah, just because that's your opinion, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the tough things too about weapon reviews is, especially you're talking late game. We're still doing weapon reviews just because we're about 2 or 3 weapons away from finishing them.
Yeah.
We're like almost done. To get into it now, it's almost like people know what the good weapons are and people know what the bad weapons are. And the ones that we have left to do, we're just doing because it's going to round out the set.
Yeah.
It's not like we haven't done the 240 Bravo yet. It's not like I haven't used it and I don't know what it's like. Everyone's used it. Everyone knows that, like how it performs and everything. But we're just doing it for the sake of completion now.
And when we talked about it earlier in our past chats, and I was like, oh yeah, there's so many gun reviews. But when I actually like brought the topic to you, and I just told you, hey, we didn't talk about it at all. But I like started thinking about it, I'm like, well, I mean, there's so many patches, and the guns can change drastically. You know, I feel like it's like one of the things that one gun review on a gun, you know, each time there's a patch sounds good to me, actually. And I think I changed my opinion, because before I was like, yeah, there's so many gun reviews. But I was like, I think you guys actually do the gun reviews pretty good. You bring in, you know, you give it a grading system, which I think is good to compare different weapons. You have 2 people's opinion, and you're changing up, and you do them, you know, each patch and stuff, and you redo the gun, you change up on it. Like, it's an interesting thing, because I hate seeing nothing but gun reviews, but then at some point I might want to watch one person's gun review. So it's like, you can't say, well, because someone else do it, we're not going to do it. You know, like, it's, I don't know, it's an interesting topic. I think it's...
Well, get ready for, like, we got into, I would like to say, the weapon review category pretty early. Battlefield sort of started off, and then...
Oh, we're getting some feedback, I think, your side, Chris.
No, I think it's Puppy I'm seeing bounce.
Oh, it's Puppy?
Yep.
Oh.
Still there?
Yep. I hear you.
We should be good.
Okay.
Alright, continue.
Is it good? We started relatively early in the life of Battlefield with our weapon reviews.
Yeah.
So we could kind of say we got it on the ground floor. I'm not saying we pioneered the idea by any means, but I would just wait until Medal of Honor comes out. It's going to be like everyone's like day 1 video.
Why don't you review all the guns in Borderlands?
Oh yeah, let me just 87 bazillion.
Keep you busy for a while.
Someone actually tweeted at me saying that they had like because I just put up a video a few days ago about Borderlands 2 weapon showcase, where it's just showing off some of the weapons people have found. But before people knew exactly what it was, somebody tweeted at me saying that they had claimed the idea for Borderlands 2 weapon reviews.
That's
like, oh, it's like, I'll back off.
Sorry, you did an unoriginal idea first. It's all yours.
Yeah.
But, no,
Franchised it.
It's I don't know. Before when I picked the topic, I honestly was like ready to say like gun reviews suck. You should stop doing them. And then as the week went by, I was like, wait a minute, gun reviews are good. It's just too many people do them, and too many people do them wrong.
Too many bad people do them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think wrong, and that's so. Someone brought it up.
It's true though.
Yeah, Bray Dos Amigos. Bray Dos Amigos. I'm gonna say that's what his name is. Okay, and he said, so where do you guys draw the line between opinion and facts? That was just a topic, but I think that's where a good one comes in, where it's not just all, let me read you what you can find on this site, and it's not all, here's crappy gameplay with it. You know, you guys take in a slew of gameplay, so there's like good clips in different situations. And this is also supposed to be like a, you know, chip on your shoulder, like you're so awesome. But it's, you know, I think there's a difference between that. So to his question, opinion and facts, how do you guys balance?
Well, the facts that we go with are basically the ones from the Battlefield 3 stats site and Battlelog and stuff, where it talks about rate of fire and damage and stuff like that. After that, we go into we sort of just do a quick blurb about our experience and then our thoughts about the gun. Like the AN-94 would. The damage is 25 to 18.4. That's a fact, but the opinion comes in where we say you're better off playing this from the mid-range because it's a burst weapon, so getting too close, you're going to have a hard time winning hip-fire fights with a burst weapon. So that's the opinion, where the facts are more or less the game code facts of how much damage is done.
Yeah.
And then, you could argue that a lot of opinion, especially this late in the game, is fact. Like shotguns, like the USAS sucks or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was OP. Like, that's an opinion, but it's pretty much true. You're not going to revolutionize the world by trying a new attachment setup with the USAS 12. Like, there's no undiscovered awesome guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
to segue into our next topic, and you guys have any closing comments?
I think I'm right up there.
Yeah, that was
articulated pretty well.
Well, we'll just ask one question. Medal of Honor, when it comes, can we expect a continuation of gun guides or reviews?
If the game is good.
Okay, perfect.
You won't see a day 1 weapon review or even day 2, day 3 or anything like that, because
I'll be all over that then.
We don't want to commit to it right away.
And I'm doing day 1 then. No competition. There's an opening. I got it.
Well, and then you'll throw your credibility away because you won't know what you're talking about.
I do
day
the
1.
I don't care. Credibility.
I'll do the night.
You can come in later on and try to do it right. I'll get all the first day views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Snoop likes to say. He says you can either do it first or you can do it best.
We had a podcast.
We laugh, but somebody will do it.
Yeah, we had a podcast within the works, and we actually talked about him about growing a YouTube channel, and we asked that question: is where do you draw the line, doing first or doing it good? And he said, do both. And I sort of have to agree. It's like you don't want to be awful because you're gonna turn people off. Like, anyone who knows what they're doing is gonna say, "You're an idiot. I'm not coming back." But if you can be first and then do it right, I don't know. I feel like that's sort of a win-win. It's taking advantage of the system,
and that would come with, I think, being if you can be first and best just naturally, if you know what's going to be the best.
Not at the same time.
Videos in
You're
mind.
first.
Yeah, he was saying
with a video that's sort of just like an intro, maybe here's just my impressions,
and then a review.
Then you come back.
I was going to say, if you got the skills to be first and best, right off the bat, then you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
In life.
You're not doing YouTube.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, you're going to do
it depends on how. It depends on how bad your first is, I think, because
you can't be totally wrong. Yeah.
Right, and I know everyone has opinions about like YouTube ethics and stuff like that, and what you should and shouldn't do, and how crap your quality can be, and still, it goes back and forth, because I know people get frustrated when people try to jump on things and just take advantage of it right away. And when I say people, I mean subscribers. Like, you see people saying, I'm unsubbing because this person's just a money, like grubbing after money by doing this and just uploading stuff as soon as he can. But then at the same time, that earns subscribers back, because people, the second footage becomes available, they hop on YouTube and start Googling.
They're looking, and it's like, I'm not, we're all in it for growth. That doesn't mean we're all in it just for money. But if anyone in the chat is willing to say, I would turn down money for doing something I enjoy doing, I mean, that's sort of like, I guess I can't see that happening. But anyway, we don't need to go into the YouTube thing now. That is an interesting topic. Well, let's move in, because you made a when I asked about your gun reviews, you said something. So we're going to move into our next topic, and that is life if no Medal of Honor Warfighter. And the interesting thing here is, we're all YouTube video makers. We're all primarily Battlefield 3 players, though FakeThriller's personal channel has some extra stuff for you to check out.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think most of us, we're banking on Medal of Honor Warfighter being good, because I see 3 options for big multiplayer games, and that's Halo, which has a huge competitive scene that might be hard for non-competitive gamers to get into. I see Call of Duty, which is very hard to transition from a Battlefield 3 channel, and I see Medal of Honor Warfighter. So, Culprit, because we haven't heard from you too much, if Medal of Honor sucks, what are you going to do?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll probably still play it for a little while, just to not be rash like I tend to be sometimes and negative.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of entertaining the idea, maybe Black Ops 2 a little bit. Obviously, Aftermath, but that's a little ways off. I'm going to keep an eye on DayZ standalone, but there's not like that go-to game that we all had last year. Certainly not, and we're getting such mixed messages on Medal of Honor. I have no idea.
Yeah, it is a scary time for anybody who's built a channel over the last year on Battlefield 3 because, I don't know if Medal of Honor is going to be... I don't even know if Medal of Honor automatically pulls...
No, definitely won't. I don't think it will.
The attention. You don't get 100% of the fan base. Modern Warfare 3 has the immediate rollover into Black Ops 2. I think
Right.
they get 110% of their clientele.
Yeah, I agree.
Each year. But even if you look at EA and the way they've marketed everything, it's almost like they have no confidence in Medal of Honor either. They're selling Medal of Honor based on Battlefield 4, and on top of that, they're announcing rollover Battlefield 3 expansions into the life of Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
So they're
exclusive
cutting
demos.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, when is Aftermath? We don't know when Aftermath is coming out, do we?
December, they're saying.
December.
Yeah, I heard December.
So you got 2 months or 3 months into Medal of Honor.
All right.
Is there going to be Medal of Honor DLC in December too? Are they now going to be competing against themselves?
The concept art pack.
Yeah.
No, you're right though. I mean, I'm hoping Medal of Honor is just a bridge game. It's not going to be a big game. It's going to be just something maybe a month, maybe 2. I mean,
Well, I'm
I don't
thinking
see
more than that.
if it's good, yeah, you think it'll be more than that?
More than 2 months. If it's a good game, I think it can carry us over in a couple months into the new year.
How many maps are shipping though? That's my. I mean, it's not.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
I think it's going to come down to the gameplay. They could only have
absolutely.
7 or 8 maps, and if the gameplay is okay, then people will be down for it. But I know there's not that much floating around. I know Culprit, you had some stuff on your channel with the alpha, and all the alpha footage is just making me feel queasy because it looks slow. Every bit of footage I've seen has this giant ACOG on the gun that blocks about a third of the screen.
I'm hoping they put that on there.
And it pulls up super slow.
Yeah.
Like they aim down sights super slow. And then on top of that, the gameplay looks. I know it's not scripted, but it looks like a bunch of people that don't know how to play are playing. The movement isn't there.
oh, it definitely does. Yeah, it looks like looks like a reporter or something.
Yeah, controlling the camera is okay, now walk to point B, and then wait, and then enemy pop up. It's almost scripted looking, so it's not doing much for my confidence.
Let's one question for the audience too, for all you viewers out there. Battlefield 3 is planning to put out content, but I know Snoop, who's in the chat yelling, I told him that you're the cooler of SHuSTYBANG. But he, lately he's sort of like me, where he's put up a lot longer than me, but where it's sort of like Battlefield 3 is sort of getting, I just needed a break, and I think he's sort of in that point too. Do you
I think
guys
everybody's hitting that point.
Any of you though, you guys in the stream, in the chat, and you guys here, do you expect that Battlefield 3 could be, if Medal of Honor is no good, your primary game up until, 6 months from now when they possibly might release the next DLC?
Primary game, possibly. I just have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I don't know.
Puppy, what about you? Could you see it being... Or how about this? Reword it. How much longer do you guys think it could be your primary game? Not just for videos, but for playing.
For playing, its time is drawing near. I think it's kind of one of those things where, as far as, it's a matter of when everyone else starts to move on. I have all of us here, I'm sure, have a fairly large friends list. When everyone else starts to play something else, you got no friends to play with. Why are you going to keep playing the same old game?
Yeah.
It's time to move on. Honestly, And then you look at, seasonal, you always have new games come out in Christmas and things like that. So when Christmas rolls around, if Medal of Honor is no good, then I'm going to find something else to play. I'm not going to sit there and play Battlefield 3 all the time. I'm sure I'll revisit it if Aftermath, is good. Which
it's going to stay on my hard drive, for sure,
yeah. But, ultimately, Battlefield 3 is circling the drain.
Yeah.
And it's not doing anything to help itself either.
No.
And the thing, I think it's a bad combination, is we're all getting stale of it, obviously. And we're gamers first, but, I don't know, Thrower, if you can comment. I know we've talked about it. Views are drying up, too. Like, there's just, it's not getting what it was. Which is obviously logical, it's natural, but the motivation isn't necessarily there to keep grinding away if you're not getting the, the payback for it. So,
yeah,
it's a tough combo.
And Battlefield 3 won't be, I won't be playing it. I ran out of patience last night again. It's like every time I sit down to play, it's just like, I don't want to do this anymore. How many times can the sound cut out in the middle of a game? And here we are in September, and it's still happening. And it's these little things that become huge things as you get more and more irritated. And one of I think the big nail in the coffin will be the more games that come out in the next few weeks. Like, one of these games that I'm actually posting a Let's Play, little plug for myself, but this Transformers game,
which I love, by the way.
And it flew under the radar. It's a solid game. It was really well made, and the multiplayer is fun as hell.
I'm debating buying that game. And after watching your multiplayer, and you were like guiding us through and showing some of the cool things you could do, I was.
Yeah, it's wicked fun.
To check it out.
And the fact that I'm sitting here and I have a fun game that I could, like a really fun game, like me and my buddy, he came over and we were passing the controller back and forth, like, you play one match, I'll play one match, like
old school.
That's how fun it is. And now I put in Battlefield and I'm sitting there mashing start, trying to like get through the menus and everything, and I'm like, I just want to play Transformers.
Yeah.
So if a good game comes out that, like, if Medal of Honor is I say a B+ in a rating, A-, like the multiplayer, then Battlefield 3 goes away. People's patience completely run out when they have something better to look at, and that'll pretty much be the end, except for the expansion revisits and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we got, just from the chat, only 2 people I saw said they're actually like set on Battlefield 3, and Jammin000 actually said he's still loving it, and then Crazy Cookie came in and said it is and will be his main game. Other people were saying a couple months, and that's mainly what I was getting here. And that Dos Amigos, I think he gave it like 2 months, and he kept saying, "Hi, FakeThriller," and he said, "Don't stop gun reviews." But
I know. I like the gun review as like a flagship for the channel, because it's something that we can produce on a regular basis, and it's new content.
Yeah.
Builds a brand. I love the idea of it. It makes like a fantastic playlist and everything. But
search engine gold too.
But the thing is like, personal motto, I'm not going to do something that's not enjoyable. Like, if you want to talk about like grubbing for money and stuff like that.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
So if Medal of Honor for you, Thriller, for you guys, who, you guys definitely have a much larger channel than us, so it means more because you got a lot more people who want to see stuff from you. If Medal of Honor is no good, you guys don't have fun with it, where are you going? Because I don't think Transformers is going to bring in as many fans.
For channel, right.
Transformers doesn't bring anything in now, and Black Ops isn't out and all this stuff. I don't know. I think we'll be hurtling through space and time, posting. We'll probably do the we'll get creative with things. I don't think if Medal of Honor flops, I don't see us like latching on to Black Ops or anything and building, like, continuing to build a great channel from Black Ops, just because
Will we
played
see
Call
Black
of Duty.
Ops? Will we see Black Ops on the SHuSTYBANG channel?
Nah, I'll have it. I might live stream it or something like that.
If I have to.
I'm like, yeah, it's my channel. I'll do what I want. But these Battlefield fans are crazy. They hit that unsub button real fast, and
I think they're crazier. No offense, and I don't want to get in there. I think they're crazier than Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty channels will accept Battlefield 3 on the channel. They might leave mean comments, but Battlefield players, like, get out of here, done. I'm never coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It depends. It really depends. Again, like Medal of Honor, it depends on Black Ops. Like, I've seen a lot of footage in the past few days, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty tight. But at the same time, I can see a lot of Call of Duty in it. Yeah, I can see Call of Duty, and I know that
I agree.
it looks good, but at the same time, if I really
Where's
get
the
into
rest
this
of the
game,
map?
I keep,
yeah.
I keep reading stuff on it, and who knows how many reviews are honest, but things are sounding good about it, and I liked Black Ops the first one, but we won't go there. Borderlands keeps coming up. You guys play Borderlands? I actually don't. I would like to, but would you guys see that being an active part in the channel, or I don't see it ever being a big view getter because those
and the thing is you can't post 1 or 2 videos of a game and then say, oh, that only got X amount of views, it's worthless. We're gonna post whatever we're actively playing and enjoying.
Yeah.
The problem with Borderlands is it's tough to find a really good way to present it.
Yeah.
Because you can't tie people down to watch an entire quest.
You're either not telling the story, or you're just putting 40 videos out.
I actually
Yeah.
self plug here. I played Borderlands 1 during a free to play weekend. I actually don't own it, but I played for like 2 hours, and I was like, all right, how can I make a YouTube video out of this? So what I try to do is, chop it up and just show certain clips of what the exciting parts were and the story. But I think even then it was slow. I mean, it was a 10-minute video, and I think I showed some of my big fights, and I showed some of the commentary that might keep you in the story. So my thought was, I'll do a Let's Play on my stream, because then it's people don't mind you playing a lot there, and then just try to keep people. If you miss an episode, you're caught up. But even then, on a game like that, it's not easy, and a lot of people still, it's I don't know. It's a tricky thing, and I think you really have to get creative to make it work.
Yeah, and you have to find. I mean, I posted a video where I was talking about like the Wii or something like that, but I put Borderlands in the background.
Yeah.
I could have just as easily put Battlefield in the background, and I put like the title of the game that the gameplay is from in the title of my video, so people know it's going to be Borderlands 2 footage before they click on it, and that video got less views than average, and I'm convinced that it's because people saw that there was Borderlands 2, and they'd rather let Battlefield play in the background of a video than Borderlands.
I think you're right.
That's
I think if you had a
so
Skyrim channel, you could then segue into Borderlands or something. But for where our foundation is, it's hard. It's just not a big segue.
So, go puppy.
I was gonna say I found a nice little segue. I think. I mean, I know you talk about the diehard Battlefield 3 fans and trying to transition into other games and stuff, but I think touching on that whole shoutcasting bit with the features that are coming out in Black Ops 2, I know immediately there's that hate because it's Call of Duty, but come on.
No, I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie, by the way they're operating lately. I'm intrigued. I just don't know if I like the game. Like Throw saying, I want to like it, kind of, but I feel like a weekend I'll be like, okay, what now?
Yeah.
So, go on. Someone was saying something.
I was just gonna say we were talking before about gun reviews for Battlefield 3 and how many things are now known as fact. Like I was saying, the USAS-12 is a bad gun, and the M16 is a great gun and stuff like that. That happens faster than ever in Call of Duty. So there's people blow through the game and they know everything about it, and there's a lot of right and wrong when it comes to Call of Duty, and I don't know.
It's definitely a tougher scene. I mean, in general, in all aspects. So to build off that, Dos Amigos again, he's coming in strong with good questions, relevant too. That'll teach you guys to go off topic, but he said, for us, all of us, I think this will be a good wrap-up here, is where do we draw the line between games we like and what subscribers want? So more specifically, for me, I guess, where is this line between I like a game but no one watches it, and vice versa? And I'll start off first, where it's sort of, I shoot for both, and I think Chris already said, FakeThriller already said it. He's not going to play something he doesn't like, and that's sort of for me too. If I don't like it, you're not going to see it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to waste time, because I enjoy editing, and I enjoy editing things I don't like to play. But at the same time, for me, I like making videos. So if I have a game I really like, but it gets 0 views, there's a potential I won't play it. And I guess I don't know where I draw the line. I guess it depends how fun the game is, or do I have something else I can play? And I have very limited time to play. I game maybe 5 hours a week. That's probably my best. That's all on weekends. So that for me, it's a game I enjoy is number one. But what I can get views on, and I don't need to. I'm posting stuff now like Minecraft a little bit, and they don't get a ton of views, but because I get like 10, 20 comments, I'm like, that's enough for me. I'll post it. It's not going to grow my channel. It's actually, I lose subscribers every time I post a video, but I'm okay with that. But it's like, I just want to interact, I like having comments. If I get a video that gets no comments, it sort of makes me think this series might not come back, So that's for me. So, Puppy, you want to go next? What do you?
Give me a minute to think on it. Give me a minute.
All right. Who's up? Who wants to chime in on that?
I think a lot of a lot can be said for the way you sort of groom your channel too.
Yeah.
If you build yourself on nothing but like for instance, a good example is Modern Warfare 3 MoHWs. If you're like, I'm the #1 MoHW channel.
Yeah.
And then
you do Minecraft.
And then let's say you want to make the sudden shift to Minecraft, or even Black Ops 2 comes out and they don't have a MoHW equivalent, so you have nothing that you can showcase on. So you have 20,000 subscribers that came to see you get MoHWs, and now you can't get MoHWs. You might be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's channel development as well as I don't know, because I used to post Skyrim. As far as you want to talk about like having fun versus what you need to post and stuff like that, I was trying to do like a Dawn Guard playthrough, and then I sort of stopped it because it wasn't.
I think a lot of guys tried that, and they got it just didn't.
I was tired of the game. I mean,
it
wasn't much work as far as like how hard it would be to pull out a video or anything like that, but. I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't have too much fun when I was sitting here playing and recording for it, so I scrapped it. And it's what we're doing with Battlefield. I mean, we're not thrilled with the game right now, so you're not seeing like an overwhelming amount of footage from us anymore.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what you want to do. If you want to torture yourself and play a game you don't enjoy for
X amount of views, is it work or is it a hobby for you? I mean, for me, I got a job, so I'm not gonna play something I don't like, just like you. I'll play something like right now. I'm playing the hell out of Borderlands, but I'm not really posting it, but I'm still playing it. But
and where does it end though? If you're with Battlefield 3 right now, like we're gonna have to face this problem eventually. Battlefield 3 won't be relevant forever, so. If we're trying to view horror it right now as much as we can, we might be able to like milk it for another 3 months, but then it might just flat out die, and then we're double screwed. So.
Well, I think it's like you said. And I've been doing this all summer because my views have really tapered off at the beginning of the summer. Was just trying to groom your channel and find different ways. I mean, even if it's just like playing different game modes in the same game. Like I focused a lot on Squad Rush. And that's within the game, but then other games like DayZ kind of came in, and so it's just, hey, if your views are down anyway, why not kind of rebrand your channel a little bit and just make it a little more flexible going forward? Because like we all said, there's just no game on the horizon that you can bank on. So I'm trying to just kind of bring a little flexibility in. We'll see if it works.
I'm what I'm thinking is like to get back at the original question was just if you're enjoying playing something versus, playing something just for the views, why would you play something just for the views? I mean, I don't understand why you do that now. Surely there's some guys out there that make money off of this thing.
Woody's gamertag.
Yeah,
he said at the beginning of Modern Warfare 3 he doesn't like it, but he gets paid $200,000 a year to play. So.
Yeah. A lot of those guys, that do that stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure, a case could probably even be made that, Syndicate probably gets a little bored of Minecraft. And yet that's like what he built his foundation off of. I'm sure there are those guys out there that do play those games just to make the money. But if you're not in it solely for the money, there's a case to be made where you go ahead and say, all right, well, I'm just going to play the games I enjoy. But like you said, Mass, eventually, if you're making a video off of a game that you enjoy, but say it's like I'm making a video, oh, this is me playing Tetris Battle on Facebook, and everyone's like, I don't want to watch you play that, I mean, because that is a game I play quite regularly, but I'm not going to post that. Nobody wants to watch me play Tetris. It's one of those things where if you put it out there and you get no views on it, you get really discouraged, and you don't want to post videos on it. And I've even had it to in some instances where I can see that kind of taking it a step further to where a game that you did enjoy, you're not going to play at all anymore just because you got discouraged on the YouTube end of thing.
Well, that's hard for me, yeah. On a time management level.
Yeah,
it's just like I have so many hours, and I want to put out at least 4 videos a week, so I got to put those in the bank first, and then I can go play the game I want to play. Luckily, I'm still finding enjoyment in Battlefield 3, but like we all said, that's going to end. Am I still going to bank 3-4 videos a week somewhere out of there, and then go run off and play the game I want to play? That's kind of not where I want to be. But I'll tell you, I mean, if you're going to write 6-figure checks to me, I'll play Call of Duty. I mean, trust me. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We're talking about different tax brackets here, but
I don't know. I don't think I'd play a game. I might now. Call of Duty, I think I like, and I'd play.
I'd play the hell out of any game for.
Okay, so segue. Anyone got another top? That's damn good segue. Anyone want to talk about another thing on? If we have no Medal of Honor, I think we've all pretty much said, well, let's just hope it's good. And I don't think any of us want to say it's bad yet. We haven't played it, but.
Right.
Alright, we'll move on then, and this is... Hey everybody, MassNERDerer here, and for the first time ever, we're actually going to split up the podcast. What we're doing is we're taking this last topic of what would you do for 1 million subscribers, which was, it was just hilarious. We had a lot of fun talking about it. We're going to put it as a bonus clip, and that's just because, the podcast already went 40 minutes, and I know many of you can't even handle that long. You don't stay for the whole thing, and it's annoying for you being so long, so we decided to split it up, and if you want to go watch that clip, you can click on the screen there. The video will be up 1 hour after this video is up. So if you're right here already, it's actually going to be an hour before it's up, but it'll be up there. You'll have the bonus clip. It'll come through your sub box and everything. And it's a really good time and just some fun jokes. So we'd love for you, if you have other recommendations for something fun like this you'd like us to do, leave them in the comments, either of this video or the bonus clip video. We'll be sure to get to them. Or if you have any more, what would you blank for 1 million subscribers, put it down and we'll be sure to reply there and see see what other funny things we can come up with. Happy gaming, everyone.